If you want to be winning online dirt races and setting competitive rivals times in Forza Horizon 5, it is important you know what the best car is depending on the class limits. So in this video, we are going to be showing you the best car in each class for dirt racing in Forza Horizon 5. Let's get into it. So starting off with D-Class, it is the Myers Manx. This thing is very light, as you can probably tell by looking at it, so it has very good acceleration and very effective brakes, as well as being very good in the corners. Top speed lacks a little bit, but that's not too important for dirt racing, as most of the tracks in the game don't feature that many long straights. So therefore, this thing is the best D-Class car for dirt racing. Now let's move on to C-Class, where we have the International Scout 800A. The stock tyres of this thing are not too bad for dirt racing, so by saving a few PI points on the tyres, we can add a load more power, which makes it quite decent in a straight line for C-Class. But where it mostly is impressive is in the corners, where despite the stock tyres, it has adequate grip for its speed. Unlike the Myers Manx, which is all lightweight like a feather, this thing is quite heavy, so it's more like a tank, which means it does suffer a bit from understeer, but as you drive it more, you get used to it. Now moving on to B-Class, where once again, it's the International Scout 800A, but this time it's on off-road tyres, although it doesn't have to be because it does depend on the tune you are running. But off-road tyres are more preferable than the stock tyres for B-Class, and with the better tyres, it gets rid of the understeer, and it has good initial turning, and in general it's quite a nimble machine. It is also not too bad on the long straights, although it could be better. This thing is probably the most OP for its class out of all the cars on this video, because if you look at the rivals leaderboards, you will see them just filled with the International Scout 800A. For A-Class, we have the Maserati 8CTF, which is surprisingly grippy and good, which is not what you'd expect from a car like this, because generally, these OG Grand Prix cars are quite slidey and quite the handful, but this has quite a nice pointy front end, and so it turns into the corners without having to worry about understeer. It is very lightweight, so you can really throw it around, which is just what you want from a rally car. Overall, it's very fun to drive, so definitely give this thing a go. Moving on now to S1 class, we have the Lola T70. The acceleration and straight line speed of this thing is mental, and that is helped by the fact it is quite light. Its cornering ability isn't too bad either, although it certainly feels like something that wasn't made to be driven off-road. But nevertheless, it is super good for dirt racing, and it will be the best S1 class car at almost all of the dirt racing tracks in the game. For S2 class, we have the Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, and just to make clear, this isn't the Forza edition. Driving it feels like a tree because it is just so planted. Okay, that was a bit of a rubbish analogy, but genuinely, its grip through corners is amazing, and it really feels like it was made to be a rally car once you toss the rally suspension and tyres onto it. Straight line speed and acceleration wise, it is really good as well, so this is a brilliant all-rounder for S2 class dirt racing. Finally, we have the X-Class monster, which is once again the Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR non-Forza edition. For X-Class, it is basically just a maxed out, more powerful version of my S2 class tune. There's not much more to say about it, as I just mentioned all the reasons why this thing is such a beast. So that is basically everything for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments down below, and I will do my best to answer all of them. If you found this video helpful, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, for plenty more Forza Horizon 5 content, and of course, I'll see you in the next video.